Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Galmore's Game Vault, where this week we are playing No Man's Sky. This is episode 3. And when we last left off, our traveler had just built a base, and now we need to build a construction research unit. So that's kind of where we're going to pick up. Magnetized ferrite. I think I started making it now that I think about it. Not yet. So you can put pure ferrite in. That'll get you magnetized at a 2-to-1 ratio. That's fine. That should be good. Wow, I'm out of slots in my exosuit. We'll be taking care of that shortly. Until then, let's get our construction research unit up on online. Oh, we need some carbon nanotubes. Incoming firestorm. I don't care. Analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestion. Users should recover salvaged data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis files. We've already been doing that all along. But let's research buildable technology. So you'll see here, these are all the different technologies that you can purchase. You can get better walls. You can get stone walls. We have 8 salvage data. That's actually not too bad. And I would highly recommend you get the base teleportation module first and foremost. And then from there, let's see, there's biofuel, save beacon. You're going to need the biofuel reactor so that you can power your teleporter. Get your electric wiring. So teleport module, biofuel reactor, electric wiring. Those are probably the most important things to start with. Now we have 5 salvage data left. You can see there's a bunch of other things we can get. Or you can save them. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 1 to get a stone wall because I have a ton of silicate powder. And that unlocks, and then I'm going to do a stone floor panel. And that still leaves you with 3 left. And I think that's where we're going to stop for that. And now I can kind of build. All right. What's this say? Oh. Either the storm... Oh, the storm is here. Okay, I see it. Okay, so we can... our base is too small to upload, but we can capture a screenshot, huh? Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Oh. I won't bother. Alright, we're gonna leave. Alright, let's see if I can make this just a hair bigger. Alright, so you can, when you hit your Z key, and I'm gonna build a stone floor panel. You'll notice up here there's a bunch of different choices, and you want to do toggle camera. Now, one of the nice things about toggling the camera is you are now able to leave and build your base without fear of the elements. So I could have done this while the storm was going on. And they don't really care too much about physics either, so... Okay, can't build too close to the starship. So let's build a 3x3. And then I'm going to right click, and we have probably got a ton of wood. So, yeah, so it tells you how many is available. Here I can build up to 9. Let's see what the stone wall I can build. Oh, I can build up 14 of the stone wall. So I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, and then I gotta move my ship. Question is, do I even have gas? But we can certainly make it. So let's see, my starship. I have no launch fuel. So what we can do is we need some dihydrogen metal plating. Now I've got to make my launch fuel. And there we go. And that gives you at base 4 launches. I'm just going to move my ship further over. Right here looks good. Terribly far away from my base. But it will allow me to finish my 3x3. Now what's interesting is you actually have to go through the tours of the camera. So it does have collision detection. Alright, so let's build another stone floor panel. We'll build our stone walls right here, here, and here. And what we're going to also do is I'm going to delete this, what's left of my old base here. At least the parts. Of course, now I'm exposed to the elements. And then we're going to do a roof. I did not buy a roof upgrade in the stone. Alright. Okay, so let's now move all this stuff over. Now let's see if I can move this. So we'll put this here. Oh, not that. This right there. And we'll move this. That will allow me to put stone floor in right here. Much nicer. Beautiful. Alright, now I have much more functional base, I guess. Okay, so I will just put one of these in here. And let's move this. Okay, so I think we've got ourselves a nice little spot here we can call home. Let me bring up my portable refiner. And now, let's see. Let's build our base teleport module. So we need metal plating. I'll put it over here for now. What do we need? We need carbon nanotubes. That's okay. I got plenty of carbon. And then we'll put our base teleport module. We'll stick it right there. So supply power to the base teleport module. So this is where we'll get our battery, which I'm pretty sure I unlocked. There it is. So I need a little more metal plating. Once again, not a problem. Stick that right there. Fortunately, electrical wiring does not take up any energy. Okay. And we just need to put a little fuel in here. I'm not going to put a ton. Put 10. And there we have our base. Teleport. Alright. Select the powering the base. Alright, looks like it didn't trigger my... Alright, we'll put another 10. That should do it. There we go. Explore the planet and expand your base. Expand your base, additional base components, extract, salvage data, buried technology. But what I want to do more importantly, base archives. Okay, new signal. you got for me? Alright, they've left their base and headed to the space station. That is what we want next. So I'm going to do this the, quote, right way. Like I said, they don't care about physics. Just kind of hang out, go under your base here. And let's get ourselves off to the space station. Pulse engine on. There's our base. So fortunately this says auto nav, so as long as you can get into those, see those little light beams, it'll capture you and bring you in. This is where the real fun starts, folks. So for starters, let me first talk about your warp. This is your friend, your station terminus. This will allow you to get to your own base. It'll allow you to get to other space stations. So that really helps eliminate the grind. Next, we have our galactic trade terminal. And what I suggest you do right now, we have 20,000 units because we're so hard up for money. Remember those 5 elements I was telling you about? Well, try and keep those. Sell some things here. So right now we're looking at our exosuits inventory. You can hit C, and this is what's in our spaceship inventory. As far as keep, you're going to want to keep your tritium. I'd keep your batteries. Gold and silver you can get rid of. Magnetized ferrite I'd keep. Hermetic seal, I don't know if you need it right now. You need a little extra money. It doesn't hurt to sell it. Do not sell your microprocessors. So we're going to go in here, and I'll switch to that. I'm going to sell my hermetic seal. Silver, my gold. And you see now I'm already up to 81,000. Now let's go to my exosuit. Keep your chromatic metal, dihydrogen, navigation data, oxygen. So you can sell the ionized cobalt and the cobalt. The vortex cubes are a good gift to give when you in the Korvax section. If you're really hard up for money, it's a good cash grab. Sodium you want to keep, carbon you want to keep, platinum I'm going to sell. What's this? This is a geode, so that gives us more ferrite dust. So what I'm going to do is sell my thing here, ionized cobalt, all my vortex cubes, my fecium I don't need, or facium. I've got a few other goodies here. Any of these basic components, always keep. Living slime, that will convert to nanites eventually. It's not worth that much. I'm going to sell it for now. Ferrite dust I'll keep. Marrow bulbs, I'm going to sell those. They're not worth much. You can also refine them to carbon. Geknip I'm going to sell. Residual goop, I'm going to sell that for now because we really need money. Silicate powder, we'll need that for base building. We'll sell the platinum. Sell the cobalt. There, and that gives us 181,000 to start with. Not too shabby. Alright, well, let's talk to the different people. Made 81,000. I'm a space trucker. 122,000. I'm a trader. 152 makes me a moneymaker. So there are a couple of things you want to search when you are on the base. You have goodies in plants sometimes. Not today. you will oftentimes have goodies in these server modules here. I'm sure we'll find them. Let's go here and let's talk with this convergence entity. And then they speak a lot of gibberish. Despite their unfamiliar words, there's something about this alien matter that implies we've met before. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. Got other travelers. Lifeform pauses before turning away. They either did not hear me or are choosing to ignore my question. And it says you visited. Let's talk to the Gek. Once again, it's gibberish because we don't know their language. Alright, they're waiting for something. Perhaps they know who came before me. I'm going to ask about other... Started by my question, Lifeform emits a dramatic squeak, though I do not recognize their words. The shake of their head is unmistakable. I guess they don't know what I'm talking about either. Alright, let's talk with this guy. Pete 16, here we go. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. Crimson light fades away, and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer will be able to make something of this code. But let's finish talking to people, shall we? So what you can do is request dialect help. And then they'll ask you can ask for friendship, mystery travel, or Korvax. I'm going to go with friendship. And he teaches me the word Ehu. Didn't realize that was an English word in the first place. So every once in a while you see I saw there's a vulnerable server here. I got a navigation data. Look on top of things. Say right here is another encrypted navigation data. Get you a few neonites. And you always know when you've visited people. See, oh, this one's purple. It means I know that word in their language. Oh, let's do trade symbol. You learn the word for trade. That's handy. And we'll come up here. And anytime you see like this right here, I know is a vulnerable server. And yeah, I don't think those actually do anything. Alright, and let's come back down here and see if there's anyone else we can talk to. See how you can do your exosuit right here? So you always want to go to this little guy right here and get your exosuit upgrade. And this gives you a new slot in your exosuit. The first one is free. And then it tiers up from there. Now you can only do this once per star system. So bear that in mind. And then of course there are places here where you can customize your tools, your exosuit, all those different things. I think for now we're done. Let's continue with the storyline. Alright, so the encoded message has been stored, so let's use the teleport terminus to go back to base. So you can warp to a terminus even if there's no power. You cannot warp from a terminus without power. Alright, we're still going with our biofuel reactor. We have 12 hours. Alright, so beautiful view from our base. And your ship just kind of parks right near you. Your ship always comes with you. There it is. Your ship always comes with you when you go teleport. Alright, visit the base computer and decrypt the code. Begin decryption. Traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Alright, let's hop in. How far away is that? Okay, that's out there. Alright. Alright. Okay, I don't have any more launch fuel, so let's make some more. Fill it up. And that way, if I wind up going someplace too far, I can just summon my ship. Alright, let's get our... So that's the way we want to go. 343 units. Well, I think I'm going to pick up a little more dihydrogen along the way. Oh, what is it with all these holes in this planet? Finalizing signal. Whoa. That's what that was. Okay. So if you look above us, there is a massive freighter that has crashed. Interesting. I've never quite seen it. One spawn that way. That's totally crazy. I've never seen a freighter spawn in that way before. If I can get up to here. Well, I'm glad I filled up my fuel because I would hate to have to get back from here. Log damage. Partial wreck. Signals leading to a wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but misfiring circuits of a long forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Though displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers, followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. Schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pull the blueprint from the computer. This hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Nice. Oh, we almost have enough. Chromatic metal. Bring my starship in. Okay. Usually there's a spot right here. Yeah, it's right here is a all starship. I need navigation data. I've got a navigation data, but I would rather just use my fuel because you can use navigation data, or you can just summon your ship like you've always been able to, which uses launch fuel instead of navigation data. I would prefer to keep my navigation data because it has other uses. Alright, so we'll install the hyperdrive. And I don't quite have enough of everything. So let's get back to the space station. Here. Alright, I have 181,000, so I can buy 2 more microprocessors. The copper is going to be the bigger problem. What we can do, I can just go right back to my base, see if I can find something nearby. Okay. What have I got? That one's way too far out. 930. Phosphorus. Copper deposit. 2.99 use. Let's go with that. I do believe the copper, all of the materials regenerate after a while. Don't know what the time frame is. Could be hours, could be days. Okay, so that's the copper I cleaned out. Well, guess we know it's not that one. What else we got? Okay, that's the one we have now. Phosphorus. Sodium. See? Grab that one. I didn't even need to try. No, that's the one we just finished. What else we have here? Go with that one. Alright, let's have a little fun. Let's go about it in the other direction. Now you can actually adjust the focus of the beam. I haven't really bothered. But you can do it. Look at that. Look at that nice little water right there. Oh yeah, that beast of a thing. I don't know what those things are, but they are super cool and super ominous. Okay. Let me summon my ship. Yeah, it's as good a place as any. We'll be able to get that stuff later, but first I need a hazmat suit. Or gauntlet. Till then, let's get ourselves our warp drive, shall we? Love how your ship can land on just about anything. Okay. Now that we're in here, let's make our chromatic metal. I don't know if I need to be in my ship to actually repair the stuff, but... Go. Auto diagnostics report. No fuel. Without warp cells, I will be going nowhere. We'll get in a ship, and I'd say we've reached the wrapping up point. Hope you're enjoying the series. This is Galmore, reminding you, you're never too old to game.